elbows, like you should have basic posture here. Like you should have head up, all that kind of stuff, everybody has that idea, but sometimes hand positioning can make like a massive difference in terms of how you pass the guard and getting caught out in submissions and sweeps. So, hand positioning and posture. First thing is I like to be like on my insteps here, when I'm seated here, but occasionally I am up on my toes. There is every now and again, you can feel there's a difference there, like you're hanging away off me. But whatever way that you like to sit, I do recommend that you get flexible enough if you're not flexible enough already to keep your knees wide and to keep your feet on the mat. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on the lapels, or his collars. So I'm going to take a grip. You can have either hand forward, but a lot of times what people talk about is if your opponent is like trying to attack one arm or a particular side, it's a good idea to actually have that arm forward. So in other words, if forwards always try to attack this arm to look for like arm bar here, having this arm forward, even though it might seem a little counterintuitive, is a good idea. Okay? Reason being is when I put my grip in here like so, when my opponent goes to try to attack my arm here now, it becomes quite easy for me to kind of follow him around. As opposed to if I go here and he's trying to attack this arm, so stay in this arm, it's a little crowded here, and eventually he's going to be able to bring this up. Just keep moving the sides of the camera. So, first things first, both the belts, and I'm going to pass here to the start. I'm going to catch them and turn them so like that my knuckles are facing towards his chin, like this. So not down here in a row, it's quite weak on my wrist, I don't like it very much. So when I catch the two lapels together, two collars together, I'm going to turn my knuckle to face this way. Okay? I've got this kind of hand push pull here like this. If you have the handle like this, obviously like the grip slides up and down a little bit. So very often when we make a grip, turning it is a good idea. Think about the collar chucks. Fundamentals, guys, if you're new, don't try and submit it from here. Like, I was going to say 9 times out of 10 is a bad idea, but actually more like 99 times in 100. You've got to try and keel up your opponent, back. You've got to try to do the same with it. Very common, I suppose, when you start out jiu-jitsu, you go like, great, I've got his head, same thing again. Yeah, just escape. Just got to take my back again. Okay. So, stay up, head up, chest up in the ceiling, good posture. Should be able to be knocked over. See my knees are fully raised. Okay? Double grip. Turn your hand. From here, close your elbow. Again, if my opponent wants my arm lock here, this is giving him what he wants. This is close to his hips, you see? So if he wants to arm bar me right now, that's going to be it, right? So actually what I do when I take this grip here, straighten my arm, and open my elbow. Now he wants to sit up. Step foot through. He wants to try and arm bar my arm. And if he does try to do that, I try to make him like different, try to throw it here. What I'm going to do, very simple, just try to be angled. All I'm going to do for today, and this is our first drill, is take my knee on the same side, block his hip, come up here a little bit, block his hip. All we're going to do for our first drill. Open, stiff arm here. Your opponent's going to try and make an angle, go to that side. Open your foot. Okay, do this again. Open. Alright, can we do this side? Why am I blocking this hip? Why am I coming with my foot, I should say? If I just kind of like turn back around here, chase forever, okay, until eventually press the hammer, stay where you are for a second. So, block this hip with my knee. Okay? We're good to go? That's all we're going to do for the first drill, and then we'll change it. Okay, so keep going. So, same drill, except. Now we're going to think about like the cross collar. Okay, so what you want, like the cross collar right here. If he gets above my arm, he's a dangerous grip. Okay, but if he's beneath my arm, the grip is less dangerous. I still don't like it at all, it's like weaker. Sometimes use forcing my elbow and forcing my other hand to break away. When it's over the top, in general, what I'm going to do, bail them both, strip. Okay, so you don't cross grip on, even if you're successfully past the guard, cross grip is still very, very dangerous. So almost all the time, when the cross grip goes on, in particular, a lot of grips, like baseball grip obviously is as dangerous too, but when he goes here, takes this cross grip over the top of my arm, and then take my hand off and try to break that grip before we begin again. And then like I'll reset. Okay, I'm going to maintain this grip for the pass we're going to do later. For now, just think about that, okay? So what I'm going to do to try and stop him is when he wants this grip, this hand is defending this side, and use this here. You can see how difficult it is. Just when I keep this hand here. Now, first question I got was like, straighten your arm. Is that okay? You see, because what do you always say? 7 we're doing the side control stuff. It's like, oh yeah, never give your opponent a straight arm. It's one of the first things you hear when you go into Jiu Jitsu. And then the first guy shows you a post on the first day, you go, that's a straight arm. I'm almost convinced that looks exactly what a straight arm looks like. Obviously, you don't want to give your opponent like a free arm if you control your arm. If you do start to control your arm at this stage, you'll bend your arm, bring it back in, you get it safe again. But in this scenario, you're trying to like post on him, create the pressure here, block here. Okay? Just use this hand for that at the moment. Okay? And when we get the opportunity, we're going to take control of this far sleeve and punch it to his chest. So this is what I want. Okay? As your opponent's attacking, you're in this hand fight, you're in this grip fight. I want this good straight arm here. Locking is the step to make the angle. Okay? He comes up and takes that grip. Strip. Go back again. Just get close together. And once we can, we're going to take this sleeve and just pop it in. So this is what I want, right? One sleeve, and this good tough grip here to double collars. Okay? So a little half fight, not too aggressive with your opponent, but just like a little play with the position. Making sure that you're kind of doing the right things as opposed to doing the good. It's just again, focus on trying to make it happen. So from here, let's look at it again. So posture. Posture. Two-handed grip on the lapel grip. Knuckles facing towards your opponent's head. Arm straight to push him down into the mat and not allowing him to control this arm at all. And then when you can, popping this onto his belly. Okay, here like this. Like you want him to put his hand in his own pocket. Okay, reach across here. Okay, remember, if your opponent comes over the top with the double grip, or with the high collar grip, I should say, so cross collar grip, you can always switch sides. Take control of that hand and switch sides. All good? Simple? Okay, nice one. So 3, 2, 1. The drill is quite loose there, and it's intentionally loose because that's, that's what we're trying to drill and that's what we're trying to move around with. But very often, and this happens like, I suppose, at a lower level more than it does the higher. So when your opponent becomes impatient on bottom, they'll like open their guard to attack. Almost like, and what I'm trying to say is that like, almost like your good posture and your good positioning, your frustration, I don't say it doesn't bore them, but like they feel they have to do something and they're trying to move you a lot, so they'll open their guard almost just out of frustration, and that's good. Now when your opponent opens the guard out of frustration, you're going to continue to set your passes because the nut is cracked, right? We don't need to do anything, and we can begin to move. So very often, like even when as you're moving around there, and everybody's like opening their guard to try and move around, you probably already saw opportunities to get your knee up the middle. So as we're moving around, just up here, okay, we can start to pass here because the person opened their guard quite wide. But in bad news, this is one of the worst news I have to share with everybody about Jiu Jitsu is that the better you get, the less people do that for you, right? So the better the quality of your opponent and the better quality of your training partner, the less they open. And very often people who go to close guard, they go there for a reason. They've got a game plan from here. So we need to stop that game plan. We need to know that very often he's not going to open unless I make him. I need to force the pressure. I need to force him to open the guard. Whereas perhaps previously, especially when you're in like beginner class or web class or anything like that, or you're rolling and it's an easy night, the person who's open should have an exciting roll. Okay, screw it, I'm not going to sit around and close guard all day. I'll just open guard. When it comes to competition, the guy sticks you in the close guard. You might want to keep you there. Maybe you're down on points, you're down a score. You need the onus on you to begin to open. So once we've established this position here now, we need to start to come up with opening strategies. guard open was on your knees. You know, open here, put your knee up in the middle, step back, break the guard. And they do occasionally work. It's not something that doesn't work anymore. Like it's not like, but it's harder and harder to do that. It becomes harder and harder to do that as you go up the levels. So standing is very often your best way. Okay, but you need to be able to like hold your power. That's the bad news. Okay. So from here, we control this wrist and we stuck that in this pocket. And when we did that, we created space for our foot. Okay. So if you want to stand up on this side, you could still probably do it, but you're going to have to experience like that your opponent's going to unhook the leg or catch the foot. So once we pin the hand on this side, we can stand up this side quite easily and without like interference from him. Okay? Two things. First of all, don't try and stand up underneath him. So if you try and stand up underneath yourself, try and stand up like this, straight up, like beneath your opponent's legs, you're going to have a lot of difficulty because you're carrying your weight on it. So the best thing to do is actually just almost step forward. So I think about whenever I pin like this arm, or his left arm, I'm going to step like pretty much up to his shoulder. And then pushing my way through him, it's just a matter of like folding my leg off the mat. Once you do that, pick him up too. Okay? Just relax a second. Hang on. Okay? Nice wide legs for me. I start to make my hips wide. Okay? Reason being, I know some of you probably like do this. Put the opponent on your lap. But for me, that's like a rest for him. I don't like that. I want him hanging all the time. Here like this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to release the collars now. And I'm going to pull his hand up, and I want him to look like a banana out this way. So I'm going to pull this up so hard that I want him to look like a banana. And at this stage, the foot where his hand is, I'm going to begin to step back. Back, back, back. Just put my hand on the outside of the knee. See? That's going to be how we do it. So, again. Same position. Double lapel grip. Knuckles face forward. We move around with our good pressure and our good movement. Fighting. Catch his opposite side sleeve. Step to that sleeve first. So weight through him. Step. Up you come. And then bend him like a banana. Pull him off the mat. Open palm, don't grip. Just push down. Nice wide legs. Step back with the leg. Just push. Real good? Okay. Take it in sequence, it works a lot of it. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Let's go back. How are you doing? Okay, so a couple of things to think about. So first one, everybody's got it, right? Yeah, it's easy. It's hard to hold the guard close. One complaint I hear there was, keep the guard close until the end. It's good complaint. It's good. It means you're making a good shape usually with your hips. Because as soon as I begin to like turn like and spread my hips, spread my legs a little bit wider, as we were doing, it becomes already difficult. So if you think about your body, frame to hold the guard again. Think of your body like as a wedge. If you keep yourself with your legs narrow, like you could just slide the legs down pretty easy and still keep them closed. Whereas when you spread your legs apart and you start to push that down, it's like a wedge opening up the guard. So that's what we're looking for. So if you're doing that effectively enough, very often, not too often, the guard will open by itself. Okay, someone's asking me, I won't mention it, but like, someone's asking me, do I do it on heavyweights? In fact, I do this more on heavyweights than it works for me better on heavyweights, like on guys heavier than me, than it does on other people. Or I should say it's like more, because they have to like hold their own weight, which is very often difficult because they're big dudes, big units. So if you have the strength, the leg strength to try and get up, the posture to get up, it's the same. The good news as well is heavyweights tend to be a little less nimble, so that when you break it, open the guard, it's a little easier after that stage. But yeah, it's a bit task driving home to the city sometimes, right? So from here, all is good. I'm going to step forward now. My right foot in this case, okay, into that shoulder space, and I'm going to pop up. Weight through him, keeping that arm straight so you can't like easily like attack the arm as it's coming up as well. So I'm still doing that. Weight through him here, look, like I'm doing like CDR. Step, step, and up I come. Okay, the question was, what does that underhook my leg? Okay, first of all, I could still do the pass. I can still open here, but maybe it's going to cause a complication for me. Keeping this really hard pull so that like his posture is in trouble here, so just like bent is exactly what we want, like he's turned around the corner. I'm going to bring this foot closer, Try and hold your guard just for a moment. That's difficult. And again, if this guard breaks at that stage, it's a good thing, right? But for now, let's try and get. Right, it's gone there. So you can see I went up with the wrong leg there, but that's okay. I'm pulling it up and I'm trying to break the guard here. At this stage, I can't kick this leg forward. It's too difficult. So you need to like slide your other foot up, slide up, kick, kick. From here, you can start to pass it. Right? Did you get a clean kick the first time? He's holding on for dear life that time. That's fine. So from here, step, step, immediately underhooks here. Pull him back this way so that he's finding it difficult to hold. Step, kick. Okay, that's number one. Second one. Second kind of issue that I see people, and it happens a lot when we're starting. When people open the guard, they like step out. So this is like a fundamental mistake people make, like a strategic mistake. It's not a technical error, it's just strategy. Because they think, hey, I'm in the dude's guard. I don't want to be in his guard, so I'm going to. Okay? He's reset. He's back in a good position to play butterfly or what have you. So when you stay inside, you've opened the guard like this, begin your attack immediately. Best one from here, probably the most common one, not necessarily best, it's going to be your shin pull, okay? Or any variation of your shin pull. Get your knee up the middle and begin to split the guard, okay? So here, push through. Here, knee up the middle. I'm just going to move into this position here. Just do that's it. Okay? So any knee up the middle position, I don't care which one, whether it's over this side, here, whether you're crossing over, stepping over, any knee up the middle position is we're just going to do today. Because we're not going to focus on that too much today. So just get your knee up the middle and begin. Good to go with those two? Yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Go, great.
Sorry. Sleeve you're holding. So you always come up on the same knee. So you come up if you're holding the right sleeve, you come up with the right knee, left sleeve up to the left.
You good? Yes. If you're holding your sleeve with your right hand, step with your right hand. Again, as I said before, like if your opponent is the closed guard, there's a reason they came to the closed guard. They didn't come there for fun, right? So hopefully they came there because they were so defensive that they needed a rest, right? Sometimes. Okay, hopefully that's your best bet because that means that you were in charge. So you made a mistake or they got back from the mistake. They need it. A lot of people use the closed guard to take a breather because they don't want you active on top. What does that tell you? Don't give them a rest. So if they come here, you get the close guard. No matter how tired you are, they close their guard after a big escape or a scramble, you were passing the guard, they pull you into the guard, and you hear them make that and go, right. You get up straight away, you start past the guard straight away. Don't give them that breathing, don't give them that opportunity to reset and rest. Okay? But do it properly, do it right. You don't have to just get up and get down to you. Run an out of them, right? So, we just go for the hands here. Up to the ceiling, put my belly forward as well, like I'm not like even crouched here at all. So I'm coming belly forward. As I do that, you can see the difference that kind of makes in this posture here. Okay, like so. And then like I was saying before, I don't want anybody to, you shouldn't take like a backward step at this stage now. That's a metaphorical backward step, right? Because you might need to step backwards. But from here, if he goes and grabs your foot now, on the outside, and just go for Delhi Heel. Drop, just going to go straight to Delhi Heel guard. So, you know, if you allow him that fraction of a second to do that, now you've got another guard to pass, okay, we can do it. We can begin again and go again. If you allow him to like hit the mat and reset his feet front to your hips, just really simply, you've got another problem to deal with. So when his guard is open, especially when he's in that bad position there that you see, like almost up on his shoulder doing a headstand, that's a really good chance for us. So it's a really good transition in the match. Okay? So we speak a lot about this, like competition guys, like you know, like it's not about positions really, it's about the gaps between positions. It's about those little chances, little opportunities that you have. Okay, so you can't be asleep for any one of those. So no matter how tired or exhausted you are, you just gotta make sure you take advantage of that little moment. Okay, so from here, step forward, go my go, make that break. If he's got his hand on my foot already, look, I'm already cutting down here. Oh, sorry, that's difficult. I'm already like bringing my leg forward to try not to let him get the Delhi Heel, or Even if you manage to get it, he's quick. I'm stepping to the other side. Try to clear the hook. If he tries to get like this, just put your feet in front of my hips this time. As it comes up here, feet in front of my hips. I'm straight away going, you know. I'm not going to stop. But ideal is what we did earlier, which is to get your knee up the middle. And if you get your knee up the middle, we can start the shin cut. And the shin cut is probably the most popular guard pass in the world. Doesn't make it the best, but it's a one for all seasons. And as you were saying, I think 2 weeks ago, if something happens a lot, if you watch matches, if something happens a lot, there's a pretty good chance you should be training that a lot, right? Because it's obviously good for a reason. So from here, nice stiff arm. Again, his hand in his far pocket. A step up. If he catches my foot, my belly here, I start moving already. Just for now. Relax for a second. Yeah. If I want to stop here now, if I want to not think about taking a break, or I'm not sure what to do, I've got a little trick for you. Is do something. It sounds like the weirdest, stupidest advice in the world. But very often, do something, anything. Just don't let him reset. Jump out and try. Start passing straight away. Don't get caught like the 2 minds, because that's a dangerous position to be in and static. You understand what I mean? So whether it's like putting one knee up the middle, or whether it's like stepping back and feeling in danger, like that's a dangerous position just to stand still. He's right underneath you, okay? If you don't take advantage of that position, you know, you're going to be cooked. But from here, I'll give you another small bit as well, right? It's like young stuff. In close guard, there's one for like referees as well. In matches, in like competition matches, the onus is really on me to pass this guard. It's very rare when you see a static position like this, stall, where nothing's happening. It's very rare you see the bottom guy get the penalty. Quite rare. It's almost like the onus is on me to begin the pass. And very often you do see guys just sit here, look straight ahead like zombies, and don't let the guy move. And all this guy has to do is make out like he's going for sweeps and submissions, and the referee will warn me. Okay? And it's very rare to see this guy getting penalized. So you need to do the same thing. If you're stuck in the close guard and you're like in a tournament, I stay busy, maybe not like that, but like I stay busy and I try to like break his guard all the time. First of all, it's good for referees. It's convinced of anything already, even though you're stuck. And second of all, keeping him under pressure and keeping him moving is generally speaking a good idea as well. I'm not saying I do nothing. I'm not saying I just like do random stuff and change my grips all the time. I am still trying to keep pressure on him, maybe with my other hand, trying to keep him moving. But if I'm stuck on my knees, it's important to look after it as well. Everybody good to go? Any questions on this? Either means I taught the best class or the worst class. Everybody's happy enough yet? Okay, we'll do some positional from close guard then. So just get your milk guards wherever you need to.